Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny. I'm a tropical Western astrologer for those of you that are new to me. For those of you returning, you know that I have never done this before, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing a daily update on the astrology of September 2025, the energy update. I'm going to be pulling a card on the astrology. I'm going to be talking about the energy of September because let's be honest, I've been coaching all year long on leading up to this month. This is eclipse season and oh, so much more. So, yes, I've always been saying that there's these five outer planets, four of them are changing sign in 2025. And the fifth one was Pluto that started the whole party in November of 2024, changing into Aquarius once and for all. And so here we are. Five outer planets changing signs within months of each other. This is unprecedented. Us astrologers can't find a time in history when this has happened. And yes, it does suggest new era energy, a whole new beginning, huge, huge, huge endings and closures for huge, huge, huge new beginnings. It's new earth, it's the new world, it's the new us. It's us connecting with our highest timeline. Okay. It's us connecting with our future self and getting onto that timeline that we know we belong on. So, what I'm going to do first is just give a quick overview of the September 2025 astrology, and then I'll go into each day. Okay. So, I'm going to share the screen. I hope you love the cosmic background. I got all this organized. Hopefully, I'm doing it right. Okay. Hopefully, I know what I'm doing. Okay. And so I'm sharing screen now, and then I'm going up here, right? Yeah, I'm going here, and then I'm going here, and I'm going to share this, and I'm going to present. Here it is, September 2025. Do you love it? Okay, so bear with me. I have not done this before on video, and so hopefully you can follow along quite well. And you can screenshot this so that you can get an overview and you can study this yourself. So I've done the research and I've been looking at the cosmos for September 25. And I've been coaching people not only about these five outer planets that I keep talking about, changing the new era and all that stuff, but I've also been coaching people that 2025 equals nine, and now September is nine. These are the endings that the cosmos have been urging us to close the door, stop doing the bad habit, say goodbye to that relationship that is no longer serving you. Get rid of the toxic or the old. Do we need to label it toxic? Maybe we do, but maybe what we're trying to say is that's the old version of us that is no longer going to be serving us in the new chapter. And so September 2025 is the pivotal. This is it. And I want to talk about the bigger picture that it's setting up for as well. Okay, so here we are, September 2025. Eclipse season is coming. Well, it was kickstarted. If you follow my videos, you saw that I said that it technically started on the August 2022 0 degree new moon in Virgo. So that was not an eclipse, but it was very eclipsy. It basically kickstarted eclipse season for September. So we're in it. Okay, we're in it. But here are the actual eclipses of September right here. September 7, we've got a full moon lunar eclipse at 15 degrees Pisces. So you need to know your birth chart. If you don't know your birth chart, by all means, reach out to me because we need to know where these eclipses are hitting our particular birth chart, the area of life. This is where we need to know what we need to close the door on, what we need to say goodbye to so that we can have the big, bold new beginning. And then September 21, we've got the new moon solar eclipse at 29 degrees Virgo. Okay, but sure, there's other things too in September of 2025, and here they are. Okay, Saturn retrograde goes into Pisces on September 1. So the first day of September. So we're going to talk about that for September 1. This is huge. Saturn is already retrograde and it goes back into Pisces on September 1. Mercury moves through Virgo and Libra all of September. Very, very fast energy. Uranus stations retrograde on September 6. That's like right before the lunar eclipse. That's right. And that's when Uranus stations retrograde. We've got Mars entering Scorpio on September 22. Again, very fast energy, just like Mercury. Fast forward. The inner planets, the personal planets, are all going forward in September. So we're going to talk about that. We've got the Sun entering Libra, and it's the autumn equinox, both happening on September 22. And we've got Venus will enter, this is another inner planet moving very fast, and it's going to enter Virgo on September 19. So that's sort of a quick overview of the other things happening in September, besides, of course, eclipses. So, just to summarize what all of this means, this might sound like a lot of astrological jargon. I just wanted to summarize what this energy of September is here. So, all of the outer planets except for Jupiter will be retrograde in September. Okay. While all of the interpersonal planets are direct. So that's very interesting. The outers are retrograde, the inners are direct. So this might feel like we want to move forward in our personal lives, but there's blocks and restrictions, like bigger blocks, red tape, like the you feel like you can't move forward because of all these big things in your way. It might feel like that in September, you know, also with all this eclipse stuff going on. And then the other thing is it might feel like it's a stall in our plan. But I want to encourage you that you just know that there is a bigger picture here and it's trying to unfold. And it's our higher self asking us for patience and focus and discernment and getting the job done right, not getting the job done fast. So that's what the outer planets versus the inner planets are doing. Inner planets, personal planets, all going forward and straight, quick, quick, quick. That's Venus, that's Mercury, that's Mars, that's the sun, quick, 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 quick. We know this energy well. But then the outer planets, so further away, we're not quite as in tune with them as we are the personal planets. They're all stationing retrograding, asking us to relook, reanalyze, and give it a stalled moment. And I strongly feel that it's actually the cosmos helping us because there's going to be such huge changes in all of our lives in September with these eclipses happening on the 7th and 21st. Of course, it's not on the day of. So for some people it is, but give or take, a 10-day period, stuff happens around eclipses. Stuff comes into our life, stuff ends. Big endings, big closures, big new beginnings, stuff that we never even could have imagined, stuff like this. So I feel like the cosmos are helping us with the outer planets going fast, or sorry, the inner planets going fast, but the outer planets asking us to slow down, have some discernment. Okay. We need to tap into our heart center so that we know what's the best direction for us. We need to have focus. Focus on the monkey mind. The monkey mind is going fast this month. Lots of overthinking, lots of monkey minding. But the outer planets are asking us to have some focus and do this on the daily and have some discernment. So I feel like there's such huge astrology happening in 2025. So, or in September, yes, in 2025, but in September of 2025, this is the crescendo. This is when it changes. This is when all of life is going to change for us. And it's almost like October 1st, 2025 is the new year. It's almost like that. It's almost like here is the new beginning. And it's setting us up for this huge conjunction that's happening in February of 2026. And we're going to be talking about that in these dailies, about how the cosmos are urging us strongly to have the focus, have the patience, work on the thing, set the boundaries, and make some big decisions so that by February 20th, 2026, when there's this huge conjunction that we're going to be talking about, it's going to change everything. And it truly is new era energy. And by then we have built the thing, right? By then we have focused on the thing, right? And I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you go through your birth chart so that you can know where this energy is hitting you. So that's what I'm going to be doing on these dailies. And I'm so excited to be here for you. This is the first time I've ever done this, like I said. So bear with me. I'm learning all the things along with you, and I am setting the structures and building the thing and making the dream a reality every single day and focusing on it every single day, which is exactly what the cosmos are urging us to do. So let's pull a card on just September 2025. Woo! It's coming out. They're coming out. Okay, they're coming out. Here you go. Here you go. We're going to put those back in and we're going to pull a card for September 2025. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, this is the card for September 2025. Knight of Wands in reverse. Oh, can you see it? There it is. Knight of Wands in reverse. So when he's upright, he's not quite the king. So the King of Wands is extremely magnetic and knows how to manifest all the things, and things just come to him so easily. So he's trying to get there, but he's not quite the king and he's not quite as magnetic as he wants to be. So this is sort of how we're feeling. Like we can feel this energy. It's extremely palpable. We're not exactly sure how to get there yet. We're not quite the king yet. I get it. We're all there. Okay. And so that's why I'm here to step you through this energy. I've said so many times, if I had a nickel for every text message that has come through from friends, family, clients going, what the heck is going on with these cosmos? I get it. It's a lot. So that's why I'm here. And we're going to look into every day of September, what is going on with the cosmos. And you're going to see that the first week, the first 7 days of September is so much. And so I'm really looking forward. Just even the first week of September is so much energy. So by all means, stick with me, ask me the questions. And if you like the way that I coach and I teach, then by all means, sign up with me in September because my prices will be increasing in October. I do one-to-one coaching. We can dive deep into all the things. I do astrology readings for chart reading for 1 hour, and I also have a membership. So check out my services, sign up with me this month, and follow me on these daily updates. Okay. September 27, Mars is still squaring Pluto. We went over the top two things to do yesterday. We're going to go over two more top things to do with this energy, how to do high vibe, how to own this energy and spark that light in your butt and have that passion because Mars is those things, high vibing. High vibing Mars is so passionate, is so magnetic. It's in Scorpio, and I've got itchy nose now. Whenever I get itchy nose, it's spirit saying, yeah, yeah, keep saying that. So I'm a hardcore Mars woman because I'm an Aries sun sign and I'm a Scorpio rising. So Mars rules me. I know how to use Mars negatively in the shadow, and I've done that plenty. And I know how to use Mars energy in the high vibe. I am learning as I grow wiser and I learn and I study the charts. That's why I love coaching with the cosmos. That's why I love doing these updates. Are you loving them? Thank you for all the feedback you're giving me, by the way. I've never done daily updates, so this has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of work, but if ever there were a month to do it, it would be September 2025. So yesterday, I gave advice about, okay, first and foremost, get your rest, get hydrated, go to the gym, okay? Do some exercise, go out for a walk because Mars rules exercise and it's like that fiery energy. If you're not doing anything, like it can just explode out of you into a rant or into a fight. And yes, yes, it does rule war. And yes, it does rule weapons. And we can see things like that happening out in the world, and we can stay focused on keeping our inner passion at its highest vibe. That's what we can do. We can be very, very, take radical responsibility for our emotional wealth. We could take charge of our emotions so our emotions don't take charge of us. And if ever there were a week where our emotions could take charge of us, it would be the week when Mars squares Pluto. Pluto's out of bounds in Aquarius. And Mars is in Scorpio. So Mars is acting stronger than Pluto because Pluto's out of bounds. It's like a wild card. It could be going left, right, center. Plus, it doesn't like being in Aquarius. So it's like, you know what? Mars is the ruler here. Let's use high vibing Mars. Yesterday, I advised you to do all those things, exercise, drink, water, rest. Yes, I gave you that advice, but I also gave you top two tips. And so let's get to the printout, and I'm going to give you two more tips. We're going to review yesterday's because this energy isn't stopping. It's going into the weekend, folks. It's going into the weekend. Let's bring it down. We're on the 27th now. Yeah. Okay, we're going on the 27th now. So review, review, review. Then September 27th, Mars squares Pluto still. Okay. So 16 things to look for. Here's the first four. So yesterday, cutting away what isn't you. Yes, that means friendships must go that are no longer serving you because they're killing you and you're going to explode. Okay, maybe that was a dramatic one, but and maybe you're not going to explode on anyone because you don't do that, right? But I mean, let's just get real. What is draining your energy? A lot of times it's relationships or that job that's crushing your soul or it's the doom scrolling on social media. It's not doing you any good, right? Or it's what you're watching on the Netflixes. Where are you putting your energy? What are you consuming? What are you consuming with your eye? What are you consuming into your mouth? What are you consuming at night? What is depleting your energy? Just cut it away. Like Mars is the cosmic scalpel, I said yesterday, cut it out. And then yesterday, the second tip I gave was empowering moments of truth. Sometimes you have to use your throat chakra wisely and say the damn thing. Sometimes you need to say the damn thing, and sometimes itchy nose again. Sometimes you know that it's going to end a relationship, like a friendship. And I gave you my example yesterday. I finally said the thing to a friend, and I'd been wanting to say it for a long time. I didn't say anything. But what I was doing is I was feeding her ego. That's what she wanted, and I knew it, right? So the minute I speak truth and I say, hey, maybe this, she dumped me, and I knew it was going to happen. So I take radical responsibility for myself. I'm not here to say, oh, she did this, that, and the next. Nope. What I'm saying is I take radical responsibility because I knew she wanted me to feed her ego, and I was feeding her ego. And I finally spoke truth. There was finally an empowering moment of truth, and it cut away the friendship. So, therefore, my energy is available for a friend, for relationships, for circumstances, for events that are more in alignment with me. See how it's like it's actually helping me, and I'm holding on because I'm scared. I'm feeding egos. I'm staying in low vibe because I'm scared, right? Because I'm scared. But like, look what's happened since then. If I am honest about the friends that I have now, it's a totally different story and it's reciprocal. I'm in reciprocal friendships now. That's just one example from my own personal life. So those were the top two. This is using Mars square Pluto energy in its wise form. So I'm giving you some tips. Yesterday was these two, cutting away what isn't you, empowering moments of truth. Here's the third tip to use Mars squaring Pluto energy wisely. And again, I'm reminding you, Mars is stronger than Pluto right now. Mars is high vibing. Mars is very passionate, very magnetic, does the damn thing, no complaining, just does it, has the life force energy to do the damn thing. That's high vibing Mars, okay? So number three tip, creative severing. Back to the severing, because Mars rules like knives, cosmic scalpels. Squares often demand a cut, a cut. Sorry, I can't read my own writing. A hard choice, a boundary, or a bold no. We got that yesterday with Freya. Freya said, if it's not a holy hell yes, and then it's a holy hell no. It might sting at first, but the reward is freedom, liberation, and relief in the long run. So again, my friendship example there, it did sting, and I was hurt and offended that she dumped me. It's so silly. You can laugh. when you get over things, right? And like you being offended, like you know how you get offended. Like it's so funny, right? When you can become the observer and step back and go, oh no, like this is like the greatest thing that happened to me because now my energy isn't being expended over where like I would dread to spend energy over here. I'm like, my energy is now available for more aligned people, more aligned circumstances, more aligned events. So again, it might sting at first. Squares often demand a cut, a hard choice, a boundary, or a bold no. And it does, it's probably going to sting at first, but the reward is freedom, liberation. I love that one. Creative severing. Number four, power struggles and control games. Watch for clashes of will. The fight, me. This is my opinion. My mean. This is me. I'm gonna debate it. Debate. Me. So that manipulation or ultimatums. If you don't do this, then you're not gonna get this from me. So I gave an example. If you don't do this, I won't give you that. So all those kind of dynamics might surface, highlighting where control or coercion is in play. So people are trying to control you. People are who's trying to control you, who's trying to manipulate you, who's trying to do these passive aggressive, like you're gonna know. This is high vibing Mars squaring Pluto. You're going to be able to see it clearly now. Like maybe you couldn't put words to it. Maybe you were like, oh, I'm not sure. I think she means well. No, this week you're going to know what needs to go. It's like Freya said yesterday, if it's not a holy hell yes, it's a holy hell no. So like this, to me, this is powerful. To me, this is liberating. These last two ones, number three and number four. Creative severing. Sometimes you need to do a cut. You need to set a boundary. You need to say, hey, I love you so much. However, when you do this thing, it makes me feel like, you know how you do boundaries, right? But people don't like setting boundaries and people don't like saying the thing. Like, and it's the example I gave with a friend of mine. I was sharing that I was feeding her ego. That's what she wanted. She wants all of her other friends to do it, and all of her other friends were doing it too until I finally wasn't feeding her ego. So it's like sometimes you need to make that boundary, and sometimes you need to make a hard choice, and sometimes you need to say the truth. Sometimes you need to use your authentic voice, and even and then so you're activating your throat chakra, and your voice shakes. It happens all the time. I start crying, right? I don't shake. My body doesn't shake, but this shakes when it's an authentic truth that has been like dying to come out, right? Power struggles and control games. You're going to see who around you is trying to have a power struggle with you during this week. So that's a blessing, right? Yes, it's difficult energy. Yes, it's uncomfortable energy, but you're going to see who's trying to manipulate you, who's trying to have a clash of wills. Me. Who's giving you ultimatums? You're going to see. This week, you're going to see things clearly. And I always use Archangel Michael with this Mars energy. Like that's high vibe. And like I always envision him. He's got that sort of truth and he's just like, and it's just so obvious. It's like, no, you don't have control over me. No, you don't define me. Okay, so you're gossiping about me? Here's the sort of truth. I don't even need to say anything. I walk away. You no longer get access to me. That's, I feel sorry for you. That's the sort of truth right there. Because I know for me, I'm a very loyal friend, right? I'm a very loyal person. And so that's the sort of truth within my own heart. Like if we can't have an adult conversation about this thing, then I go away. Like so maybe that resonates for you. Maybe you like to set your boundaries in a different way. Maybe you like to say your truth like in a letter or something different than me. Totally fine, but maybe you're going to notice this week who's trying to control me. Those passive aggressive comments, the ultimatums. If you don't do this, well, then why should I do it for you? You're going to start to see who's trying to have some control over you, who's trying to have a power struggle with you. You're going to see it this week. And in fact, it's a blessing. Again, it might sting. I noticed that, or I said that, I think, in yesterday's tip. These hard truths often sting. But again, like you can stay in this energy and feed people's egos and expend your energy and not get it reciprocated back. You can stay over here and feel extremely depleted in your energy, or you can go over here. And that's why I'm always connecting with my future self because my future self is on my higher timeline. That's where my people are. And I've met a lot of fabulous people that I have. Sorry, I dropped a card, the victory card. We'll see if it comes back. I have a lot of fabulous people in my life right now, and I know more are coming in, and they're way more in alignment. And if I do see a power struggle, I call it out now, like right away. And I've lost friends since that friendship story I keep bringing up. If I am making a new friend or whatever acquaintance and I notice something, I'll like sit you down and I'll say it right away. And then you get dumped immediately or whatever. And it's happened and that's okay. And it's okay. I hold no grudges. I respect for people where they're at. But this is this energy. It's getting all of us to step back, observe, allow. Oh, okay, they're still over there doing that thing. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Oh, okay. This is a power struggle. Okay, gotcha. Neutral, neutral. Can we stay neutral this week? Can we take back our power this week? And can we stay neutral? Whew, we're getting powerful. Let's see what the cards say. Let's see what the cards say. Because there's a lot of violence happening out there in the world. Car accidents, people losing their minds. Out there on the social medias, out there in the world, people tailgating in their cars and yelling and things. And all that's happening. Can we step back? Because that does not define me. Okay, one more shuffle. And let's see what the cards say for today amidst this extremely intense energy. Let's see. Let us see. Here we go. Okay. King of Pentacles upright. Yesterday, he came in reverse. We're feeling more grounded. And perhaps it's taking charge of our emotions so our emotions don't take charge of us, doing the end of day inventory with our feelings. Where did our feelings go? Where did our thoughts go? Just doing this work every day. Taking responsibility. This is exactly how I felt today. I felt like rage. I felt rage within. Okay, this is what I felt. Tomorrow I'm going to have a good nap tonight, sleep tonight, and tomorrow's another day. We are becoming grounded in this crazy energy. I see you. I'm proud of you. Let's keep reading. Yeah, and it's like it's stuff from your friends. It's stuff from, your childhood. You're getting honest about the programs that have been on repeat for years. For years. And it's like I've been doing this for so long. I've been so offended for so long. It's okay. It's okay. You're recognizing it. That's the first step. So many people can't be honest about their shadows. So many people can't be honest about their triggers. I had a friend, I was like, oh, okay. So I was trying to have an adult conversation with her. And I said, oh, I can see that this thing has really triggered you. Well, that triggered her and she lost it and we are no longer friends. The fact that I used the word trigger, she said, how dare you? How dare you? So it's like we're realizing like our triggers. We're taking responsibility for ourselves. And maybe it's stuff from our childhood that we've been carrying for way too long. And that's okay. Yeah, we're getting clear. We haven't been clear. We haven't had a clear new beginning for a while. We haven't had clarity. We haven't had a clear mind for a while. And it's okay. It's okay. That's what weeks like this that are so uncomfortable bring up to the surface for us. It's like it's coaching with the cosmos at its finest and hardest. Weeks like this, they're very hard. And we might be realizing, holy shit, I haven't been thinking about a lot of things properly. I haven't been seeing clearly about a lot of things. I've been judgmental. I've been expecting my friends to feed my ego. I've been gossiping, whatever it is, like whatever it is, and perhaps you've been doing it for a long time. And even all your friends might be realizing that this is like what my friends do, and it's okay. Just recognizing it is the most powerful of all the steps in shadow work because so many people don't. And they keep repeating and they keep looping, loop, 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 because you're running on a program. You're just running on programs, and that's all you're doing. You're not using your discernment. You're not realizing that you need to take that step back, become an observer. So many people can't do this work. So many people can't do this work. If you've been watching my dailies and these words are resonating at some level, then perhaps, just perhaps, we're the spiritual gangsters that are going to change everything. Here's the last card. High Priestess. Yeah, because when you block yourself, she receives. She is so in. She doesn't even need to talk. She's telepathically speaking to all her people. She's so magnetic. She just pulls it all in. Her abundance, her soul tribe, everybody, her dream jobs. Like she's just sitting on her throne because she's so intuitive and she knows what to do. She has this clarity, but she came in reverse. So your intuition's been blocked because we've been running on repeat. But the great thing about this reading is this was our first card. It was the King of Pentacles. So we are getting grounded. This energy, oddly enough, is grounding us. Here's the bottom card. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Like we're working on it. We still have some work to do. We still have some work to do, but we are getting there. We are realizing what the higher purpose of Mars square Pluto, the literally 2 days after the eclipse season, we're realizing what it's all for. To unlearn maybe everything, to reprogram maybe all of our programs. So it's like, oh, that's what's happening. Okay, here's our card. We got Yeshi Sogyal, Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Yes, we are all getting here. We are all ascending. We are all embodying our light bodies. Like that's sort of the buzzwords. In other words, embodiment is sort of the key word on here. And we're learning how to embody these lessons now. It's not just like a intellectual, oh yes, the ego. Oh yes, I don't expend my energy. I don't involve myself in relationships that are not reciprocal. Yes, we understand these things, but we're not embodying it. That's what this week's doing, and I think that's the grounding piece. The grounding piece is we're now embodying these things. We're still working on it, as the bottom card said. We're still working, and of course, so am I. It's like, we all are. This is very difficult energy. This is the most intense week of the year, maybe for years, maybe in our lifetime. This week in astrology after the eclipses. Mars square Pluto. If we don't know how to harness Mars energy, if we are rageaholics, you're going to see the rage out there. The rage will come out of you. We're seeing it out there. But if you're willing to channel that sacred rage, yes, it is driving you crazy that these programs are on repeat. That sacred rage can be transmuted into light, and I will transmute, that shadow into light. You don't do the work until you are so sick and tired of your own BS. I keep saying this. That's the sacred rage. That's the sweet spot for us to play with. And we're getting grounded and we're taking radical responsibility. I can tell you some of my old stories about the friendships and stuff, and I can say it without any kind of hatred in my heart. I have so much gratitude for all of them. Like every single soul that has gotten me to this point, because I have never been more empowered. I have never been in a better place in my whole life. My soul family has been trickling in ever since I started making really holy hell yes and hell no decisions like 6 years ago. And so lots of rascals along the way and before as well. Lots of rascals to help me get here. And I'm so grateful for all of them. And I'm channeling that sacred rage to create more and more and more of soul family, soul aligned relationships, soul aligned jobs like daily astrology on YouTube. It just hit me. I'm like, we got to do this. It's a momentum once you start taking radical responsibility for yourself. So there you go. There were two more tips for you on how to get grounded in this extremely intense and difficult week. Okay, come back tomorrow for more.